Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur, we say a prayer called Unetane Tokef. And in this prayer, we say, let tefillah, let our prayers and tzedakah, giving of charity and tshuva, and our repentance, help us to escape the evil decree. I've always had trouble with this tefillah. I find it hard to believe that all of us have done something that would result in some sort of evil decree. I look to Maimonides in his Laws of Repentance, and he says the same thing, actually. He says, tefillah, tzedakah, tshuva, the three things, right? Prayer and giving tzedakah and repentance, those are the things that help to alleviate that decree. But he adds two other things. He adds shinui shem, changing your name, and he adds changing your actions. I started to think about whether or not this is a decree that comes from above or whether this is a decree that we have put on ourselves. That is to say, as we think about ways that we become better, that we improve, that we do tshuva, that we return to our best selves, maybe these steps are for us to think about not some outside decree upon us. If you look at the Hebrew, it says ma'avirin et roa hagzera, which means to be able to pass through that decree or whatever it is that seems to have been decreed. So maybe it's through prayer, through deep introspection, looking at ourselves. Maybe it's through giving to others. Maybe it's through actually asking for forgiveness. Maybe the idea of even changing our name, as Maimonides points out, to be able to say, this is not the person I want to be. To think about who the person is that we might want to be, to change our actions. All of this will help us navigate through the challenges before us. And so during the month of Elul, we have the opportunity to begin thinking about all of this. The opportunity to think about how we can be more giving, to think about how we can think about deeply who we are, who we want to be, to think about who are the people in our lives that we want to mend relationships with, to think about the name that we want to make for ourselves, to think about the actions that we want to take in this new year. Shana Tova.